Falls, there's no one inside. I feel like I accidentally did a fake out. I basically mixed up my tabs and I was trying to close out of this song because I'm like, oh shit, it started autoplaying. Because shit isn't consistent with how the autoplay works. Sometimes it autoplays, sometimes it doesn't. So I'm like, oh shit, no, my relaxing music. And then I closed something, but I guess I closed the relaxing music, so we're just gonna vibe to this, but that's fine. I actually like energetic music in a casual sense, sorta. Hello, everybody. Hi, Nana. Hi, Sloth. Everybody. Everyone with a name. How are you guys doing? Happy Saturday. I thought about streaming Yakuza today, but I don't think I'm going to be live very long. I am only on here to raid somebody soon, because they're having their live 2 debut today. I think it's today. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's today. I should have more confidence. I just assumed that I'll mix it up somehow. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. I gotta tell you, Mog, I didn't even realize you're green too. What is up with me and green VTubers? I feel like somehow I always end up in like the orbit of green VTubers. Like, I mean, my mom's favorite color is green and I like green a lot too. It's weird. I don't know. I love it. But I don't think I would have green hair myself, kinda. I would make Osiris with green hair, though. Nanessa has green hair, technically. Oh, yeah. Abigail usually, like, streams by the time that you're, like, sleeping, I think. But Abigail's very, very cool. So, we're gonna be raiding into them. Because I woke up late, kinda, and didn't really get, prepped for streaming time, I realized that I'll probably only be live for about an hour and a half. And factoring in the fact that we will be just chatting before playing the game, I'm like, you know what, at this point, I might as well not even play a game. Who the fuck plays 30 minutes or an hour of Yakuza and then gets off, you know? I would rather play it when I'm ready to do like another 5 hour, you know what I mean? Abigail's a gator. Because Florida. Florida is more about like alligators, crocodiles. I mean, there might be crocodiles in Florida. I'm not really sure, but Abigail is 100% confirmed gator. Finished the main story of Monster Hunter. How was it? Actually, out of curiosity, how does this game compare to Rise? Because I couldn't get into World. World was really overwhelming. Then I tried again with Rise, and I was able to somewhat get into it. So, what is this one like? There are crocodiles in Florida. The American crocodile, I think, is the species. Pretty based. But Florida is all about the gators. Is the home of the gators. Story, That's kind of one... Okay, so I know it's stupid. Like, I act like I don't care about story or lore in games, kinda. But I do like lore. I think, I don't think it should be the most important thing. That's why I can and will play Monster Hunter games, because I find them to have, like, very entertaining gameplay. But it's kind of like, how do I say, a negative for me that I can't get into its world and universe, you know? I just can't get into it. Similar to, like, Zelda, no offense. Like, Zelda, like, I'm like, oh, it's perfectly fine. But I don't get overly into, like, the lore or setting of Zelda, if that makes sense. Hello, crocodile. Hold on. I gotta now find my, my actual relaxing music. Yeah, this is what we were trying to do earlier. It's like part of why I like, for example, Devil May Cry and Resident Evil is, you know, their stories and lore are a backdrop, but I also like them for what they are. Whereas Monster Hunter, I play Monster Hunter and I'm very neutral towards it. I remember I got that cute kawaii RPG for Monster Hunter. You know that one? There's 2 of them. I don't remember what they're called. I returned it. Because I thought it was very cute and all, but it's really hard to want to play an RPG if you can't get into, you know, the story and characters. Yeah, is it literally called Monster Hunter Stories? Yeah. I played the first one a little bit, and it wasn't bad or anything, but I'm like, am I really gonna dedicate my time or want to dedicate my time to play in this game? And I realized, no, I don't think so. This game's just not for me, but that's okay. I thought it was cute and everything. Plenty of other people, I'm sure, are enjoying it. Rise, there was a lot of problems with cheaters in co-op. I guess the mobility is okay, but it doesn't have the quality. Doesn't have the quality of life than World. Are we gonna be dissing modern gameplay mechanics? I don't got anything to hate on at the moment. I'm too ignorant about Monster Hunter. I've only ever played in terms of like real Monster Hunter games and not like a little RPG one. I've only played World and Rise. I was actually gifted the new Monster Hunter, so because of that, I will actually have to stream it. I do not want it to go to waste. I do have a Switch, actually. This new Monster Hunter, there's no way it can run on Switch, right? If you played God Eater, it's Monster Hunter, but more story-based. God Eater. Hard for me to judge. I'm looking at God Eater and I'm feeling very neutral towards it. Not good or bad, just like, I don't know if I would like this or not. Complicated to run that on Switch. So does it actually? There's no way it could. Forced walking, talking, looking story. Yeah, I heard, he should be here, Sloth. You said that, I think it was you that I talked to, that the camera yoinks you away to make you look at like points of interest of it. How excessive is it? Rise is on Switch, but no crossplay. I heard that the other versions are crossplay, correct? Because that's the only way I'll be able to actually play with people, because I really don't want to pay for a PlayStation online. I find the older I get, the more and more subscriptions I find myself getting suckered into. And it's a pain in the ass. Because it adds up. Oh, I woke up this morning and decided to finally watch that new Cat video. Because I saw it uploaded, but it was short, so I'm like, oh, it's a short one? I don't know what this is gonna be. I watched it. It's fucking incredible. I love it. And then Geoff commented on it. Let me find it. Do you not like Cat? Like, because we like Cat here.
Actually,
like, we're Cat fans. Hate to break it to you. Let me find the downloads. Wait, I gotta find my bookmarks. I don't really feel like... It's like I kind of get it, calling him a nitpicker, but I think if you say it, it does come across as negative. And I feel like he actually makes a lot of good points. Tiny criticisms of a lot of tiny things that add up. Hold on. Sorry, I'm having trouble finding my site. Even the title's silly. Also, hi Golden, how are you doing? Has his reason to hate on modern AAA games. I think we all have reasons to hate on them. They're just whatever. But there's always good stuff out there too. So I try not to harp on the negative too much when I can. It's difficult. Let me see if it downloaded properly, and then we can watch it together.
Actually, you should have the award. Look what you have put together, man. Like,
Thank you.
this guy should. It's crazy. It's 5 years. Imagine in 10 years what you will do.
Back to you, Jeff.
I am the monster you created. You ripped out all my parts First of all, for me to live, I gotta kill the part of me that saw that I needed you more.
Someone pointed out in the comments that, like, it's like, anytime he thinks the cameras are off him, he just gets really depressed looking. But it's probably just rest in face. I mean, if we're not elated and we're just like relaxed, all of us are gonna look miserable, but it's still funny.
I hope you know we had everything. When you broke me and left these pieces, I want you to hurt like you hurt me today. I want you to lose like I lose when I play what could have been. Oh, what could have been.
In terms of modern emotional music, I actually don't mind this kind of music.
Don't you love who I am? What we could have been. Time. I couldn't care what invention you made me, 'cause I was meant to be yours.
Jeff, I love you.
I hope you know we had everything. When you broke me and left these pieces, I want you to hurt like you hurt me today. I want you to lose like I lose when I play what could have been.
Tell me everything about Splinter Cell 3 right now. Jeff? Yeah, tell me about it.
You're weird.
Actually, you should have the
Beautiful. I cry every time. Okay, I play my nice relaxing music. We have our sentimental music out of the way. Yeah, shit sucks when it gets too polished and clean and perfect. The old stuff, good. New stuff with that fancy giant stadium with all the lights. Cring. I mean, I guess like it's not like they haven't been doing studios for this big stage for a while, but I don't know, just feel like it's more like overproduced and fancy now. But now it's over, right? What is he doing again? Isn't he literally just doing some other gaming like award announcement thing, kinda whatever? If I remember correctly, I think Jeff Keighley's brother is in video game voice acting scene. Just a little fact. That would make sense. Like, they're kind of deeply integrated into it. Good opportunities for that. I wonder what characters he voices. But wow, Croakcat is such a good editor. I love his shit. Although I've heard that some people have said that it's not just one guy, it's like multiple dudes. I don't know the truth. And neither do you, maybe? But, oh my goodness. So, it's crazy how time will fly if you're doing any kind of editing. Like, you're making a website, you're editing a video, you're doing this, you're doing that. Even me making my slides, no, like, I timed it. It would have taken me 5 hours at least. And what I don't understand is how did it take me 5 hours? That makes no sense. But trust me, it did somehow. And it was like that when I was working on my card yesterday. So I grew up with, you know, old internet. So things just had a different vibe then. And my favorite was MySpace. What I liked about MySpace is I wasn't a coder or anything. What I would do is I would take like codes that were put available on websites so you could download them and use them. I'd take those codes and then I would heavily modify them in the code itself. So I could modify it pretty good actually. I could extend the length of the boxes, scroll wheels, add scroll and text. I could do whatever I wanted. So MySpace is what I mostly messed with. I didn't mess with it too much. I don't remember if it's GeoCities or NeoCities, which is the actual old one and which is the retro throwback one. But whichever one it was, I did use that at some point, just a little bit. I loved using GIFs as like wallpaper back then. And I just didn't like keep interest with it, because I was more interested in chat rooms before MySpace was a thing. So I liked social interacting. I didn't really want to maintain like a little website that nobody was ever gonna look at. I think was maybe my motivation. So whenever MySpace came around, that's whenever I got really into decorating layouts. We would do custom, I think CSS or whatever, where it wouldn't look like the default MySpace layout anymore. It would look like a totally different thing, and it's really nice. So the old one is GeoCities. That would make sense. NeoCities, N as in new. So thank you for clarifying. Because I really didn't know anymore. But I did a lot of I don't know. I've been I like maintaining websites. As I got older, I started liking that kind of shit. Even if people don't look at it, it's just kind of fun to just do that. Because layouts aren't like that anymore. Like Tumblr had that. I loved customizing Tumblr layouts a lot. But once I moved on from Tumblr a really long time ago, I haven't been interested in it in a long time. Didn't really have anywhere to really have fun in that way anymore. Put in little GIFs everywhere and decorating the text and going for this sort of minimalist but like slightly cluttered design. I really like that kind of style. Like simple, but you know, full. And didn't really realize how much I've been missing it. So have Card, right? Card and Linktree, I assume they're very similar. Where you have a lot of creative input to how they look. But whenever I mess with them, you know, it just seemed like built for and easier to just make it look like modern website design. So it looks all clean and pristine, but there's something about it that I didn't like. Even when I would update it and feel like I liked it, it never felt quite like it had any of my soul in it. It was just like an image with buttons. That's all it was. And so every now and then I would see other people with cards or whatever site they used to make their website. And I would see them go for like the retro throwback kind of like layouts. And I would always like that, but I always pushed it out of my mind like, no, I can't do that because I don't even know how to make that kind of thing anymore. Trying to replicate something old with new tech, it's like, I didn't know what to do, but finally I'm like, you know what? Let me just see if there's a tutorial or something for this. And I did find a tutorial, and it's very tedious to get it to look the way I wanted it, but eventually I was able to do it. And I wasn't satisfied at first, and I think the reason is because I was sticking too closely to the guide, which isn't like normally how I like to go about things. I like to work with a preset. Thank you so much. I like to work with a preset and then heavily modify it. So once I started doing that, I finally got to a point where I'm like, wow, this is actually me. I'm actually tapping into something that I haven't channeled, you know, quite a while. Let me go ahead and link the tutorial. That way you can kind of get a feel for like, oh, okay, this is how the default looks. and then you'll be able to judge like my like modifications. Wait, find it really quick. It's like I don't think that mine is as good as other people's. Like as other retro throwback overlay kind of things, and if you look at it, it's not going to look like the most authentic ever. Apparently you can actually get in trouble if you pretend like you're in a, if you like have a window bar, and see how mine says Halloween.exe at the top. If I had put Google or something, apparently you can actually get your card taken down for doing that, which is kind of wild. It's just like a little trivia for you to protect yourself. But this is the guide that I used, and I'll just take a screenshot of my card and talk about it a little bit. I do have lots of like animation going on with it, like whenever you boot it up. Well, I should first like show it before I talk about it. Some people are visual learners, and that's me. All right. So it's basically my background image. I'm about to pull it up. I'm just kind of filler in while I fiddle with this. But it's like a full-sized like page, of course, and then it's my background, and then I have like a little box in the middle. In their guide, they had the box really tiny, like annoyingly tiny. I do not personally like microscopic tiny boxes. I find it to be a little bit, it's like too minimalist for my liking. You can't fit as much stuff without making the text small. And that's an issue that some layout makers do at times. It looks aesthetic, but making text too tiny just makes it hard to read, as well as making text too light. I did do that a tiny bit, but in, what's the term? In moderation. Because imagine all the text, but imagine it even being like super pale purple to where you could barely see it. That's what some people do. But, So this was my entire night. It's why I was like very missing in action and not talking to anybody, and not working on one commission. I'll finish it soon though. Is because this took way too much time. And whenever you mess with like coding type shit, this doesn't require you to actually go into the text code. You just mess with grids and stuff. It's kind of easier and harder in other ways. Sometimes you deal with confliction shit, where one little thing that you did earlier suddenly breaks everything, or does like undesired side effects, so to speak. So I would follow this tedious tutorial, because it is tedious, and then I would fuck something up, and I'd be like, you know what, I'm gonna start over. And I swear I had to do that like 3 or 4 times, because I would be at a point where I'm like, wait, I don't know what I did wrong, and I don't know like which step it was that I fucked up. It's just easier if I start over and follow the guide more slowly. But this is what I got going on. I didn't want to go for like the gray. Like the tutorial had it to where it looked more like old Windows, to where all the window like buttons would be like that ugly gray color. Even back then, I didn't like that stuff that much. I always, because you could customize that kind of shit back then too. I liked to make things like colorful and stuff like that. But let's see. I just wanted to shove it with GIFs. I love GIFs. I've always loved GIFs as sprites, even if it's like kind of obnoxious, because like you can't see it moving because it's just a screenshot. But on the website, and it's all moving, it makes me feel very happy. There was a downside to doing this though. If I did it for my main page, it meant that I had to do it for all my subsequent like sites. So like my reference pages, etc. I would make it I wouldn't, how do I say, there's no way that I was going to keep to this exact format. So the other ones like are a little bit more simple and streamlined, like the other pages, like the reference pages, the about me, etc, etc. Hi, Falco. Now, Hello, Sky. How are you? Oh yeah, I did a little bit of customizing in Gaia Online, but I never really made friends in Gaia, so I got bored. I don't know. I just, during the Gaia Online era, I'm just like, well, I have MySpace. I don't really need Gaia. I would always I would genuinely try to get into Gaia, and I'd have little phases. I'd put together fancy outfits and whatever, but any friends that I had on Gaia were people that I met outside of Gaia, and we would just talk in like chat rooms, MySpace, or various messengers like MSN Messenger, Yahoo Messenger, AOL Messenger. I remember having all the messengers installed. Yahoo was where I would get all the weirdos. AOL is where I got absolutely nobody. That's what the in real life people, like if I met people at school, they would have AOL for some reason. And then MSN was my preference. I loved MSN. I thought MSN had the best layout. I don't think it happened right away, but eventually they had like GIFs. You could have GIFs for profile pictures. Oh, it was gorgeous. What did I miss out on? Oh, Gaia. Yeah. I did like Hop a Hotel for a while, but again, I would go there to kind of be shy. That's why eventually I think I just became aware that I'm just too shy to be in chat rooms. When I was younger and stupider and no brain, it was easy to be, hey everybody, how are you guys doing? You know, like I didn't care. When I got older and more sentient, I'm like, oh, who do I talk to? And then I would just walk around and just do nothing. Like I'd interact a little bit, but very, very seldom would I. So that's kind of when I started losing interest in chat rooms. But I would keep coming back to them every now and then when I would find like a other chat room, like platform kind of thing, but it just doesn't stick. Why am I talking about this? Chat rooms. Oh, why I didn't stick with Habbo Hotel. I did try to go into the little chat rooms of what is called Gaia Online, but same thing. I would walk around and just be shy. Another reason why I struggle in VR chat is I walk around and I'm just shy. It's like, I think it's kind of cool, like, do people actually in VR chat, there's like huge communities for VR chat, where they got little clans and little clubhouses and all this shit. Do they actually go up to people and just introduce themselves and make friends that way? Or do they just bring their already pre-existing friends into VR chat and VR chat is their main hangout? Because I think it's kind of like, it's admirable. I feel like if you're actually able to go around in chat rooms, especially like VR chat where it's voice, and just make friends, that's fucking crazy. I haven't been able to have the courage to do stuff like that in a while. Never go in public worlds of VR chat. I get you. From what I've seen, it's 99% insular micro communities. So kind of like little tight communities. Probably basically like a friend group of like 5. And good luck integrating into that, I'm assuming. Tried chatted 2 times. I don't remember what it's called, but in high school, I think I only ever talked to 2 or 3 people one-to-one ever. Shit's hard. Demo disc for AOL. Really? I didn't know it had a demo disc. I remember back in the day, there was AOL for kids. It was like a special like version of the browser where you could use it if you're a kid. Yahoo had that too. I don't think they have that anymore. Basically, not saying there aren't chill people, right? It makes sense. So basically, those like clips of like, do not walk through me. Do not walk through. Don't walk through her, man. Like I walked through her and like she got pissed. Okay. Like why? Because she has phantom pain. Okay. Oh, okay. It's like kind of funny. It's like kind of, how do I say, people who have bad social skills that go into public places and hang out with their little friends, and they just don't know how to interact with strangers without being like really off-putting and rude. I sympathize, believe me. Hello, Anok. How are you? I was kind of friends with one person who was a gamer and liked indie music but never heard back after a few interactions, so just gave up on it. Well, it's kind of hard to figure out social shit, really. It's like some fucking chess game is how I view it. Chess game or some weird RPG. I really hate comparing real life to video game shit. I feel like it, oh, you leveled up your stats with your girlfriend. You gave her flowers plus 5 points to... Like, I can't help it, though. I can't help it. It's hard to figure out, like, is the person not responding to you because A, they hate you, B, they're busy, C, they're not good at socializing in general and they're very neutral about the entire situation, 4, they're shy, and then like sub-variants of all of those. Like those can all branch into different variations. Like they're shy, but they're not sure about you, and they're, you know, sorry, that didn't make any sense. I try to explain things just to go, it's like, that's not helpful at all. Pumpkin has 2 charisma. To be honest, true. In real life, I do not allow myself to emote much. Cause why spend the emotions on like coworkers that never gonna be your friend or anything, and you don't have anything in common with them, or they're older than you, and you're the youngest one there, and I just don't bother. It feels like kind of awkward to, like, how do I say? Showing your real personality in a way can be kind of like being vulnerable. I guess it depends. So, important thing is that online you have 20 charisma. 20 out of what? 100? Honestly, I was coming off kind of weird back then, and I pretty much scared her off. I mean, I think we've all done that. Where, we went through phases while we're growing up, because you know, parents, they only help so much. They don't like set you down and they're like, okay, I'm gonna teach you how to handle your autism. I'm gonna teach you how to not be off-putting or awkward. I'm gonna teach you how to not be what's the term I want to call it? Selfish. Just, I don't know. There's so many like things that are wrong with like a child or a teenager's brain, if they happen to have the obnoxious gene. So if you're obnoxious, you're just doing all kinds of shit, and you don't realize how off-putting and frustrating it is to deal with you. And it sucks because like you start looking back. And you're like, wow, I really sucked. Whoa, like, oh shit, I really did spam this person with YouTube videos and nothing else. Like, maybe they didn't like that. But, I mean, that's just part of growing. I feel like it's trialing and erroring. And if you're neurodivergent, I think it's going to be extra hard. I think sometimes the only way to learn in that situation is to get burnt. A lot. And what's tricky, sad, but kind of funny is whenever you're young, or if you're an obnoxious person or you're oblivious, if people respond to you like you're that, you might be too stupid to even realize. Like, you might be too stupid to realize that they are messaging you less, right? But that's good because then you're not sitting around being depressed about it. You're not even thinking about the fact that they haven't DM'd you in 2 weeks. You're just like, anyway, I'm gonna play Nintendo. I'll talk to her later. You know, that kind of shit. There's something else I was gonna say about this. Something about... Oh, I think it can, I think it could kind of feel a victim complex, though. If you feel like you don't... this doesn't apply to everybody. I think it can apply, and you have to self-analyze and judge for yourself if it does apply, but, how do I say, oh shit, let me think. I lost my train of thought again. I just keep looking at my little website and, like, getting distracted. No, I'm just joking. I'm literally looking at the air. Oh, hold on. Oh, victim complex, right. Where you grow up and you feel like the world's rejecting you. You feel like nobody gives you a chance and that people just seem to hate you for some reason. And it makes you resent the world, right? Like, fuck these people, why don't they like me? And then you grow up and you look back and you're like, wow, okay, now I get it. Now I know why they didn't like me. I'm not talking about me. It has nothing to do with me. I'm just talking in general. Whenever we grow up, you can look at yourself retrospectively. You are judging somebody that is you but isn't you anymore. And it's therapeutic, eye-opening, and a little bit frustrating because you're like, oh god, if only I could go back to high school or middle school with the brain that I have now, I would now know how to handle certain situations better. I would know how to mask certain traits that would make you targeted. Like, if you act like standoffish and like gloomy, it makes people notice you more. So, you know what I mean? I think everybody had a victim complex. That's what angsty teens is all about. Granted, there's always, like, you gotta factor in legitimate reasons to feel depressed. Like, whenever things go wrong in your life, it's not always because you're just a horrible cringe person. Sometimes the world is kind of bad too, you know? Just lots of stuff to analyze about that kind of thing. Keep wanting to be more social and it's tough. It is tough. I kind of go up and down, cause like, I am social, and sometimes I'm good at it, and sometimes I'm not good at it. Okay, Golden, if you want to be negative, that's fine. I understand. Exercise? Yeah, I'll do that. I just realized you did a exercise routine. It's like, maybe victim complex is a strong word. I just mean in the situation of if somebody maybe didn't fit in at school. Oh, thank you for the sub. If somebody didn't fit in at school, or maybe always noticed their parents were frustrated at them, and they never understood why, their brain might interpret it as, oh, everybody's just mean to me. Like, I don't get it. So then you can look back on it whenever you're older and realize, oh, I think that people were just responding to how I was at the time. That's more what I meant. Victim complex, I guess, would be like more of a deeper thing, or how often you would run into problems that you caused yourself and it was actually your fault, you know? Hi, music. I'm doing pretty good, just kind of relaxing. I'm showing my card profile that I did. I called it Moogle Halloween Net. Moogle, because I had to think of something that's similar to Google that isn't, and I'm like, Moogle, okay. Isn't Moogle from like Final Fantasy? I'm like, alright, I don't care for Final Fantasy that much, but I'm okay with that. Persecution complex. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it really has to get into complex. I'm just saying. Hi, Machina. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good night or morning. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, let me show... I should have done this earlier. Let me show what the original guide looked like so I could kind of show how I took, like, liberties with it. I'm pretty good. I just had my coffee. I wanted it earlier in the day, but I was just too lazy to make it. I hate drinking coffee this late because it keeps me up so bad. Where's that guide? Oh, I have to look at it from here. Hold on. Hold on. I also whenever I made this site or whatever, I also took precaution to try to make the mobile version look good as well. That's what's cool about Card. Card has built-in like features to where you can alter how it will look on the mobile version. Because like it's kind of hard for desktop made things to coexist with mobile. and it's frustrating because a lot of shit will be made worse to appease mobile users, and I hate it. But it is what it is. It is a world of phones. They only show what the mobile version looks like. Whenever they were editing this whole thing, it was all on the mobile, so it'll look very different, but you'll be able to see the box in comparison. And I'm not kidding when I say the box is very tiny. OG version. I keep hitting my my mic arm. As a mobile user, I apologize, but have no regrets. I get it. Phones are very convenient. You can use them while you're laying down. So this is what the original version, the tutorial looks like. I think that they pay for card. If you pay for card, this border that you see at the bottom that says made for card, it would not be there. And if that's the case, I probably wouldn't have had my gifts there either. I had to work with my limitations, but it's like, I like how this is set up. Like, it looks more, like, legit. I had to change a few things because of weird issues I was dealing with. So, I don't know how to explain it very well, but the border around the box, this overall box, was supposed to be white to kind of look like retro or whatever. The problem, though, is that it was forcing this obnoxiously big white bar at the bottom for the sake of the made with card thing. And I hated it. So I had to change the color to a different color to make it work. Just like little stuff like that to just work with the limitations. And then I'm like, you know what? I don't want to keep it like plain, so I added more color. I thought it would be overwhelming if there was too much like dark, so I wanted to pastel it up and whatever. And now I am done talking about my card, but let me link the card if you guys want to see the animation. I could pull it up, but I might accidentally pull up Discord, so another time I'll show what it looks like, but you could just visit the website if you want. I want to make something like this for Mame as well. I don't know if she would let me or if she would want to lean into those vibes. Like, Mame's a Y2K girl too. But I don't know, like, if this is quite what she would want, or I could do something like I can work with a similar idea and make it more like her aesthetic, like vampires and blood and insects. And I can make something work. I'll work 6 hours for her for free. I don't care. Give me the work, Mame. Let me do it. As long as you don't have work tomorrow or something you have to do early in the morning. Yeah. I'm pretty good for the weekend. I don't have to worry about, like, waking up for anything important or anything. Have I never played D&D? I did play D&D a few years ago with two coworkers and Mina and one of Mina's friends and one of the coworkers' girlfriends. It was really fun, but it was a little bit overwhelming for me, so usually I would just have, like, people kind of, like, instruct me, roll the dice. Oh, okay, what does this do? It does this. I'm like, okay, whatever. But we didn't exactly have many sessions for me to learn anyway. It felt like we would only ever get together once every 2 months. At first it was okay. It was once every 2 weeks. Then it became once every month. Then it became once every 2 months. And then once every 4 months. And then we just stopped. Then our DM moved away. And it is what it is. And then we had another session, not me, but another group. We started doing a D&D. They only had room for one more person, and I volunteered Mina to be it instead of me because Mina likes it more and is better at it. At least I think they invited me first. Maybe they invited Mina and not me. I don't know. But either way, I thought Mina was better suited for it. And so it was similar infrequent sessions, and then the DM's parents' house caught on fire and burned down. And I'm pretty sure it was like the first house that we all gathered at to play. I wasn't playing, but I like hung out with them while they did. I did I think I was offered to join once though, like they were willing to maybe allow me, but I'm like, I don't want to. It makes sense, like trying to get so many adults together with like different work schedules. It's not easy. Even outside of D&D, just like trying to play games with your friends in general, especially group games, like with 4 or more people. Like when you're all in school, it's kind of easier because you all have the same schedule essentially. But when you're adult, things are very, very different. This mean a late night stream is later? Not really. I'm only popping on to do a short stream, to raid into Abigail. I don't think I'll do like a second stream today because I do need to work on commissions. So it all works out. Just I get my stream fixed today, and then I can also work on commissions and be responsible in the same day. Hey Brooksy, how are you? I hope you had a good day. Also, yeah, Machina, I love that Boletta animation. I couldn't get one, or I didn't look very hard, but I couldn't find one that didn't crop her feet out a little bit. So I just worked with what I had. I was partially tempted to do, to use one of the Shenko sprites. Whenever I was a kid, I had very limited knowledge. The internet was not quite what it is now. And, I would see Shenko sprites all the time. I would see the ones from the Puzzle Fighter, and I would see the ones from the normal games. And I always remember, like, loving her. Like, I'm like, what is she? She's like that character from Shaman King. Is she from that somehow? Like, my child brain couldn't comprehend. But for nostalgia's sake, I thought about putting her in there, and she would work because she's purple, blue, and pink, which is literally, like, my, like, overlay theme, practically. But I went with Boletta, because Boletta is a little bit more defining for me. And then I'm like, I have to do the Twinkle Star sprites, like, gift somewhere, and I found, like, a really good one that shows the opening, and it fits the whole thing, so I'm pretty happy about that. Play in Mr. Freaktastic. What does that do? Oh my god, oh my god, oh no. Oh god, oh my god. YouTube chat. I forgot to pull them up. There's only 2 people that have typed though. Probably because I've been neglecting them so bad. Oh my goodness. Let me pop them out. Oh jeez. Oh gosh. Oh jeez. Hello late from YouTube from 2 hours ago. Free my man Kaiba. He did nothing wrong. Kaiba is toxic. One day Kaiba is gonna realize that he was the bad guy and that he is toxic and that he should be nicer. Although he kind of already has gone through that, but you know, he became like 30% nicer, 40% nicer, which is very, very nice. So Kaiba starts off as a guy who, if you beat him, he will invest in a theme park dedicated to killing specifically one guy. I don't think he really, I don't remember if he wanted Jonochi to, like, be involved, but Jonochi's, like, attached to him like glue. So Kaiba's like, you know what, whatever, we'll kill this guy as well, fine. But Kaiba essentially did make an entire theme park to kill Yuki, which is unhinged and not normal. I don't know what kind of disorder he has that would make him do that. A psychopath, I don't even know. A psychopath? Would a psychopath be that foolish with money? Sounds like Shu from the Maso Kishin series. The King of Ice always melts at some point. It's a game series now, by the way. Sounds like it would be a game series. Unless you're gaslighting me and you're like, haha, just joking. Actually, it is an anime. And I'd be like, oh god. So is this short? Is this a short just trying to stream, or are you playing something as well? So I thought about doing that. Initially, I started prepping to post the Yakuza, Pirate Yakuza thumbnail. But then I realized what time it was, and I did some calculations that I would only be live for... When did I go live? Like 6:40 or something. I just didn't feel like I had enough time to really justify a gameplay, because I'm pretty much planning to raid Abigail as soon as they go live, so everybody can, like, chill for the countdown, because this is Abigail's big moment. I don't want to stream during that. Not that it would be bad if somebody did, or if I did, but I just want to... I'm only live for Abigail. Today, anyway. It has an anime, but it is hit with the issues of company split. Can't use all the OG characters because part of them went with Company A and the rest would be. That is so frustrating. Have to, like, deal with different companies owning different shit. Isn't that the thing that Marvel vs. Capcom has to deal with? I guess it's always had to deal with it, but something happened to where the new Marvel vs. Capcom sucked because it didn't have any X-Men character. Not that that was the only thing that was wrong with it from what I've heard, but not having X-Men characters is a pretty heavy blow. Started as a game though, and most people ignore the existence of an anime. Is it not good? I wouldn't be surprised if it's just not good. I remember watching the Disgaea anime a while back. I remember I was wanting to show Mina examples of, like, kind of cheap, meh, 2000s animation. I remember the Disgaea anime being kind of like, it had a very 2000s look to it, and feel to it, and not in the most positive way. Not to say that there wouldn't ever be good animation, but sometimes there's just certain things about the 2000s that I don't fondly miss, if that makes sense. The only thing that came out with it was hearing the main character's songs with vocals, which hits like a truck in a good way. I would want to hear that. I think do they still do that? I'm pretty sure that anime still has character songs, where they get the voice actor to sing a song for the character. That shit used to be my bread and butter back in the day. I loved listening to the Shaman King character songs. Like, there's a lot of good music out there that you may not have, like, explicitly heard before, because you know, mostly it's openings and endings that get strongly advertised, not so much the character songs, right? Because you have to go out of your way for those. You have to get the CDs, or you gotta go to, like, soundtrack websites, etc. Yeah, the Shaman King, I think of all the Shaman King vocal songs, besides, like, the Megumi Hayashibara ones, that's Anna's voice actor. She would sing the openings and endings. I really liked Iron Maiden Jean's songs a lot. I think hers were my favorite. Howl's was good as well. Yes. Send it to me, like, post in the Discord and tag me, and I'll listen to it. I don't want to play too many, like, copyright songs, because I multicast to YouTube as well. The opening Eurobeat song that I played, I took a little risk. I really wanted to show it off, the song that I didn't make, but I recently found it, because I listened to a lot of pop Eurobeat back in the day, but I haven't heard every single one that exists. So that one I was just repeatedly listening to over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. So much so that I looked today, I'm like, is this like a 2-minute song? Why does it feel like it goes by so fast? I looked and it's like, no, it's a 4-minute song. But that was the song that I was primarily listening to whenever I was making my little card website. I have lots of nostalgia for the 2000s for a lot of reasons, but that was whenever I was, like, starting to formulate my own music taste separate from what my dad would introduce me to, which was, like, Metallica, Pink Floyd, nu metal.
Now I'm a little motivated.
Thank you for the bips. But Europop, I discovered lots of my music preferences from anime music videos. They might have been uploaded on YouTube a little bit back then at that time, but there were sites dedicated to, like, Yu-Gi-Oh fan sites, lots of Yu-Gi-Oh fan sites that do not exist anymore. And you would download the music videos directly from those websites. And Yu-Gi-Oh music videos is primarily how I was introduced to Europop, Eurobeat, etc. Because I wasn't hearing it on the radio. I mean, you would hear, like, Spice Girls and some Europop. I wouldn't consider it Spice Girls Europop exactly, but it's very 2000s, you know. Were they late 90s as well? I can't remember. I know I was pretty young. But yeah. Lots of stuff was because of Yu-Gi-Oh! I made, like, some of my first internet friends were from Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I would go around in chat rooms, like, role-playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Characters. I would, like, make a new account all the time so I could be different characters. So, like, today I'm gonna be Anzu, today I'm Yugi, today I'm Merrick, today I'm Bakurit. I do that all the time. And not much has changed about that. I still like to do that. However, I don't, because I'm now PumpkinSynth, I don't really, name hop anymore. Have you ever had a friend like that? You have a friend on a messenger service and they have a new username every fucking day? That was me. I'm sorry. That was me. Anzu is the Japanese name. Sometimes I get tired of having to say Anzu and or Taya, and I don't want to say Taya by yourself. If I say Taya, I have to say the Japanese version too. Naruto chat boards. I never really interacted with many communities when I was growing up. Like, I didn't really get into forums much, only chat rooms, and all the chat rooms would just be a general purpose chat rooms. So if you met, if you were in an anime chat room, they'd just be talking about all anime. So I lost my train of thought. What was I gonna say? Oh, I was gonna say, this outfit was originally going to be more Yu-Gi-Oh themed. I requested the Millennium Puzzle to be on my shirt. I wanted Sonic on my skirt. At the time, it was going to be a skirt. Stuff like that. But because of copyright, Japanese artists typically do not want to mess with copyright. So I had to axe that. And now I have my little, my ghost patterns instead. And you know what? I'm fine with that. I think that's okay. But that's how initially it was going to be. I was also, I have a shirt on an upcoming costume that I will show one day, once it's all done. I had it on my 3D model. It had my Feitan shirt. I wanted that, but I knew I wouldn't be able to have it on the 2D model, so it's been changed whenever I do end up showing that costume one day. Thank you. I like the ghost, but I lament the loss of Sonic. It is truly sad. Love crop tops. Oh yeah, I love crop tops. That used to be all the rage. I also have hold on, let me find this one. I can't decide which outfit I like better sometimes. I like this because it shows so much skin, and I like the double spaghetti straps. My advisor. Feel free to hear whenever. Okay. After the stream, I'll look into it. Oh, you know what site I think still exists, which is crazy to me, because it was around when I was still in high school. Let me look it up before I mention it. Gendel is still up. Is it still up? Oh shit, hasn't had a blog update in a while though. But you know what site that is, right? If you look at it, it's like that's what old internet was. That's how websites would look back in the day. Thought they were late 90s. They might be, because I'm going by my memory from when I was really young. Shit kind of blurs together. Never heard of it? I remember I would get when I did Full Metal Alchemist, I would get Full Metal Alchemist openings from there. Other sons too. They don't have everything in the world, but they had enough. I'm just surprised that the site's still running, which must mean that whoever made it is still funding it, right? In order to have a website stay up, you have to continuously pay a yearly bill. So that's kind of cool. I think that's why a lot of sites are dead now, because people move on, they lose interest. That person who was really into Yu-Gi-Oh! That had a little Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan site, well, they move on. They don't want to keep funding it forever. What were the Naruto chat boards like, out of curiosity? Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna adjust my light. It's a little bit too dim. Actually, I'm also gonna go to the bathroom. I think I was saving it for whenever I play a game, but I'm not playing a game. forgot if my door was locked. Because whenever I got coffee delivered to me, the door was no longer locked. Hey, wait a minute, I just realized that Deadly Premonition music's been playing. Hopefully it hasn't been too loud. Has the audio been okay so far, everybody? I love pink drinks. Also, amazing headway on Mina's model. Oh, it's so gorgeous. I can't wait for you guys to see. It's gonna be surreal for Mina, because whenever you work with certain like model types and then you go for like a hyper detailed high render one, it feels like you're wearing like a skin that's just too new to you. Although I felt like that every time I would get a new model. It's a shame because we lose so much good shit like the RE website that you could create a tyrant on. I don't even want to think about all the sites that are gone forever now. It's sad. You lose so much history that way. Audio's been good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Gleam. Gleam. Oh, you reminded me, Gleam. I read a manga. So I noticed that I idle a little bit too much, especially if I'm on a computer. I have a habit of wanting to check tabs instead, or looking at random little things, glancing around videos. So I'm like, wait a second. I literally have a list of a bunch of manga that I want to read, and I've been storing them all in Gleam's DMs. And Gleam's grateful for any interaction with me, to be honest, so that's why they tolerate it. You're welcome. So my planned to read stuff. Now, a lot of this is on a whim. I have no idea how these are gonna be. I haven't even like really inspected them to find out if they're even pumpkin core or not. But let's see. Witches of Adamas? I don't know what that is, but Gleam said to read it. He-Men Auspia, which I did read yesterday, and I'll tell you guys about it soon. High School DxD, Please Teacher, Otoru, and Repeatatan. I would see Peetatan all the time when I was young, but I never, like, investigated it myself deeply, you know? I was kind of stuck in my ways. Even back then, I wasn't exploring a ton of new stuff. I was never watching all the new animes that come out whenever I was growing up, because I would just pick Yu-Gi-Oh! I picked Yu-Gi-Oh! And Shaman King, and I just stuck with them. Just them, you know? Only every now and then would I branch out. But I read He-Man Auspia, and it was surprising. I really liked it. It has like a little bit of trashy DNA in it, but it doesn't really go as hard as, say, Satanophany or DeadTube would. So He-Man Auspia would be, I think it would be able to get an anime. I mean, technically, DeadTube and Satanophany could get animes too, but it would be hentai animes. They'd have to be funded, and you know, they'd have to be like OVA tier kind of thing. I don't know if that's really done as much anymore. Like there's hentai animation studios, and there's some, what is it, Queen Bee, that sucks to where it's barely animated. I would be so sad if Satanophany got by them, but Satanophany would be like a high budget kind of thing, because there's lots of like combat and action. And back in the day, there would be OVAs that just release on DVD or VHS or whatever, that would never air on TV, and they would have all the gore and blood, etc. Is that even done anymore, OVAs, like back in the day? Abigail has a 45-minute delay. Motherfucker! Well, whatever, I can talk about manga at least. What happened to Abigail? Don't let me lose my train of thought. He-Man Auspia. Don't let me forget that. He-Man Auspia. Abigail. OVAs are basically dead since 2008. That is so unfortunate. I guess, like, they're not profitable if they can't also air it on TV, so they just don't even bother with it. Because, I mean, OVAs were the shit. That's where you get all the sex and the blood and etc. Minor delays, pushing the stream back to 9:15. Well, goddamn it, Abigail, I could have played Yakuza. It's over. Like, if you want a series that's exploitation, the manga's called trash. Are you talking about? Yeah, that shit pisses me off, where I will see people talk about Satanophany or DeadTube, and they're like, wow, these are the worst mangas I've ever read in my life. And I'm like, what? Do you even know what you're reading? Like, Are you upset that Satanophany is not Berserk? Or what else do, like, people like? Satanophany just feels, like, stupid. It just seems like it's just inserting sex randomly and violence all the time, and what the hell? Did they just do something edgy? Like, what? That's so trashy and bad. Like, that's the point. That is the point. I just don't understand. Like, it just feels like Quentin Tarantino movies they just don't hit the same way that Schindler's List do. You know what I mean? I feel like Quentin's bad. Although some of you guys might actually be like, actually, Pumpkin, I unironically think that Quentin Tarantino is mid and that other people are significantly better. I'm sure that a lot of you think that. That's what I like about my community, is that we have haters that go beyond what I can even hate. Although I'm neutral to Quentin. I actually am not obsessed with him. Hellsing, oh yeah, Hellsing Ultimate. I guess that's right. But anyway, like, we were talking about him and Aspia reading manga. Why am I blinking at different rates? Just, am I broken? Is my hair getting in the way? What's going on? Maybe my invisible glasses are smeared. Ugh. You know, I could do something crazy. Hold on. Are you guys aren't ready for this. Don't look. Do not peek. If I catch you peeking, I'm gonna file a report. I don't know if he's in the YouTube chat, but there is a YouTube, one of my YouTube people. They would need to be reported immediately. I could make this work. No way. Okay, shh. Don't look. Don't look at me. Do not look. Do not come. Ding, 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 ding. I love this song too much. What? I told you not to look! You're making me uncomfy. Uncomfy and heckin' sad. Shh, 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 shh. Don't look, don't look. Okay? Do you understand? Don't look at me. Yeah. Yeah, Abigail, irresponsible. Yeah, I heard. Abigail, irresponsible, I heard. Oh, here it is. Okay. Don't look. Everybody, do not look. Do not come. This one right here. Here. Shh. That's weird. Hold on, technical difficulties. Y'all not ready. Ready? What do you think? I've had these, I just haven't used them yet. I think this is my first time showing them. I felt like this look... I thought that this look with the glasses would look cute. Hold on. How does... Oh, hey! You're not supposed to see that. No! There we go. Nah, this doesn't hit. I mean, this is cool, but this is way better. You like? Love loves the glasses, but Love is a glasses person, like, through and through. But I don't like the confliction that I cause sometimes, like, whenever the... Because, like, it's technical reasons why it happens. I don't like that. I need to go in my settings and, like, do some adjustments. After all, we have plenty of time to stick together. Maybe I should start using glasses for this. I like it. Glasses and braces also combined. I like whenever you can combine what's viewed as nerdy traits with an un-nerdy design, if that makes sense. I think that's hot. I'm messing with my expressions, mainly the hair, to see if I can reduce the amount of confliction. Oh, I know what I do. I go into the hotkeys. It's all about the hotkeys, not the other thing. Variant 2. Okay, 0.1. Interesting. Is this at 0. Yes, it is. Interesting. Huh. Also, it is so hot. Oh no, it's hot because I'm having I keep putting my like foot on my computer tower. It is burning me. Oh, I know what to do. I think. Okay. Huh. I do know what to do. This? No, not that. Sorry, this shit, it's like, I have to scroll through a bunch of, like, options. What does it look like? Star. It's like it doesn't exist. That is so weird to me. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay. Yahoo! Thank you for the Yoshi. This must be it. Okay. Okay. I think I did it, maybe? This setup is like a little bit like confusing. Oh, I think I got, oh, uh-oh. I did not want that. Uh-oh. I think I caused a new issue. Oh, I see what I did. Like, not liking glasses is a moral failing, yeah. The top is cuter, the hair is less to your particular liking. Oh, like the rain hair? It's kind of like buns, but it's more like rain hair. Okay. Hold on, everybody. I'm so sorry. I super heavily apologize for doing this right now, but I need to do it or I'll go crazy. This. Yeah, we're gonna have that like this. Okay. And then... Hey, I got it. Okay. I'm coming back. Sorry for that. I had to set it up now. So, okay, do you guys prefer this outfit with or without the glasses? Cause the glasses are so new, it's making me like this like a lot. But it's hard to say if it's better with the glasses or not, or if I just like it because it's new. Okay, I think it's gonna be kind of like split between everybody, which is fine. So that's why it's a toggle. I like toggles because, you know, I change my mind. Maybe in like 2 weeks I'll decide, actually, you know what? I wasn't vibing with the glasses. All right, anyway, I'm done. Sorry. Pro glasses. Glasses are, I think some people, some riggers and some live 2D artists are able to get the what do you call the part of the glasses that attaches to the ear or behind the ear? Like, I think some people can do it, but it's kind of tedious and hard. So that's why, like, it's just easier to have them float in front of your face. And I'm kind of okay with that, because sometimes anime does that, I think. Where, just glasses that float. Especially, like, you know that, I don't know if maybe with real glasses do that, but have you ever seen the little tiny glasses? Where they're super small, and they don't even really cover your eye. They just kind of, like, are on the sides of your nose. Those little glasses. Like, those seem to just float, but maybe they're like so like latched onto your nose that it works that way. Does that make sense? Morpheus from Matrix. I haven't looked at him in a while. Let me... Morpheus. Matrix. Oh yeah, the edgy old school glasses. Actually, no, they're not quite what I was thinking. I had to look at them up close. Yeah, how do they... So they can stay on your face then. How does that work? Magic? They're called temples. Oh, the sides of the glasses? Super glow. Love the pattern on the top. Thank you. I love the checkers. I love checkers. Because I know how to play it, kind of. But oh my god, you guys aren't ready for the new Mina model. It's so beautiful. And then I have a friend that's also interested in getting a model for my mama, so it makes me very, very happy. Lately, I would say that I'm feeling very happy as I could be. Life's pretty good. Sometimes it's not good, but it evens out, right? I would say that things are pretty good, and they're gonna stay good, right? The part that actually touches your ear is a temple. Yeah. There's an answer in progress video about the history of glasses and how there's so many more designs than we ever really see, right? There is these two sisters that they make these dolls. Hold on. Okay. I wouldn't be able to show their dolls, I don't think, because a lot of them are kind of like lewd. Let me see if there's any that I could show. Actually, they're just wearing lingerie. Pop Ovi sisters. Their dolls are so cool. You can also like buy them, but they're very, very like... They're handmade, they're all custom, they're absolutely gorgeous. Hold on, let me show some of their work. It's like this is one of their custom dolls. Very gorgeous. They have this kind of like nice diva look to them. They did a lot of dolls inspired literally of Yolandi from D. Antwoord. Now, if I pull up any bootlegs or any fan-made stuff, I apologize. I do know that they're dealing with bootlegs, but usually you can tell, like, the quality just won't be as good. There's one that has, like, a hairstyle that oh my goodness. They hand make all of this, remember. Like, hand paint it, hand make it. That's why they're, like... They're amazing. And there's a reason why I'm bringing them up, for the record. I am gonna tie back into glasses. I love this fucking hairstyle type that they do. I love it. Like, this is my favorite, like, favorite by far. Let me see if I can find any more, like, cool ones. I also love, like, the body types of these dolls. They're very, very lawn limbs. I love that. Is this actually... Oh, wait. I almost pulled up tits. That was a close one. I was gonna pull up, something that had transparent, clothing elements. But I will post a link to their Instagram. And, also, you'll be able to, like, learn how to spell their username. That way you can, like, search for them. This is supposed to be, like, centipede-based, right? Or feathers. Let me go ahead and post their Instagram. Sadly, I don't see much of their stuff anymore because I don't go on Instagram anymore. But the reason why I talked about them is they do custom clothing on their dolls, and they would do glasses. And eventually they did like a release of glasses where like actual people could get them. Let me see if I can find them. Oh, here it is. And they're very simple. They're not like anything crazy or anything, but... Basically, the thing is that they just have the, those little, like, sharp studs. Is what they have. And I would see it, and I'm like, that looks so cool. Hold on, this is them. This is the sisters, so you'll be able to see, like, how it actually looks on a person. I think it looks, like, really cool when you actually get to see it on somebody. And look, they do their eyelashes the way I like. Where, they kind of, like, make them... How do I say? They kind of stick a lot of the bottom eyelashes together to make them look a little bit sharp and pointy. I love that style so much. But yeah, there's like, I guess endless possibilities. And anybody who has the right materials, I guess, could make glasses frames, right? I think the tricky part, though, is you have to stick within certain, how do I say, you can't go too crazy with the shape, because essentially, I think there's only preset, lens types, right? I don't think they're gonna really make a lens that looks like starfish, right? Not just any company. Not if they're prescription-based, right? Also, hi, Raspy. Ones reminds you of Emily Autumn. I love Emily Autumn. Her music was like, I was super into it. I still am, but it was super, awesome to me whenever I first discovered it on a random goth website that had a bunch of music, and I randomly downloaded and got a hold of her music, and I thought it was incredible. I used to listen to it all the time. Every now and then I go and revisit, and I go through a phase where I just like keep listening to it. This is a huge variety of body types and skin colors. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, right? Although, it feels like body type-wise, they kind of have, like, only one mesh that they work with. But I don't mind. Like, whatever, the tall, lanky, fashion diva. Like, I'm okay with that. There are so many, like, cool dolls. But, I gotta inspect them all before I pull them up, of course. But I like when dolls, like, have, like, sexual themes in them. Like, erotica and stuff like that. Because it's, you know, tasteful erotica. I like all erotica. I like erotica that's tasteful, and I like erotica that's just garbage exploitive. But, you know, whatever. Let's see if there's anything else I want to show. God. If you just Google their name, there's so much stuff out there. Oh, right, and I think you can have them create a doll of your design, probably? I don't remember for sure. I don't know if you actually have to buy a preset, like, alright, here's a preset already made doll, and you can buy it if you want. I don't remember how it works. I like hairstyles like this. Oh, pumpkin doll would be cool. I think a pumpkin Monster High doll would be cool. I don't think I'm elegant enough to have, like, something like this. I mean, I'd be down with it, though. I think this would suit Mame, especially. Like, a doll in this kind of style. Nanessa could look good in this style, though. I always view, like, anytime I want to get art that's, like, really cool looking, usually I get that for Nanessa, like Skebs and stuff. Because Nanessa, I think, can pull off more majestic, kind of elegant vibes. Whereas I feel like Synth is, like, kawaii, so either she should be, like, gothy style, like a kawaii gothy style, or just kawaii. Don't remember the glasses? Yeah, the glasses are a toggle that I've had. I just wasn't planning on ever using it for this costume. But I decided, because we started talking about glasses, then I'm like, you know what? Let's do, like, a unique combination now. I think I own 1 or 2 of Emily Autumn's, CDs. I was gonna say soundtrack. No, that's not right. OST. Wait, no, that's not right. It's just a CD. That's it. That's it. Just, ugh. But would you guys get glasses like that? Some of the frame styles that I'll see a lot, I don't know if it's used in real glasses ever, but I see it for anime designs a lot, is think of glasses like this, but then imagine on the right side if there was like a little like teardrop looking shape where the glasses has a kind of distortion to it, like a little droopy. Like, I'll see that. I like that style. I think it's cool. Square glasses? I don't like square glasses anymore. It all just depends on like the kind of face you have, I feel. Certain shapes look better on certain people, certain styles. My glasses that I used to use were like the rectangular emo looking glasses. I don't miss them anymore. I don't like having thick frames anymore. I prefer thin frames. I think that like thick frames are really cool in terms of like, I like this thing on other people, not so much myself. So I don't want to make it seem like I don't like thick frames. Don't worry, I do. You know what I mean? Gleam has good glasses. I've been fixing Gleam and making him look more like a villain in real life to match his inside. A lot of VTubers also having those tear glasses looks very cute. I love them, right? I think some people get like ones that will have like kitty ears on the frame too. Wear glasses when I'm on PC and they're rectangle. For some reason, I misread you and I thought you said triangle. I'm like, what? Triangle? Wow! I bet that exists. Let's see if it looks good. Triangle glasses. Oh, just the Gurren Lagann ones. I don't want that. I want, like, yeah, this is what I want. Okay, confirmed. This looks really cool. But I feel like if you are very sexy, anything you wear is gonna look good. I assume this guy's some kind of model. I don't know. That's kind of neat. Maybe a little bit silly looking. I think it would look good for, like, a sci-fi design. Oh, here's a babe version. Ain't no... So I found a photo of a girl on the internet wearing them, and I swear it looks like my in real life friend. This is not her, by the way. This is just a model. See, this looks cool. She kind of looks like the girl I don't care for in Twin Peaks. Although I like her in Fire Walk with Me. And these glasses are cool. I don't like the Gurren Lagann style. Hello, Keen. How are you? I'm doing a little stream to raid into Abigail, and because Abigail messed up, now I'm having to do a just chatting for way longer than I expected, but I think it's okay because I don't do them very often. People who can do just chatting every day impress me, honestly, because it's kind of scary doing a just chatting when you aren't sure if you have a bunch of stuff to babble about, right? But I think that's why typically whenever I do them, I usually have a good feeling that I'll do okay. But some days I just don't got anything to talk about or say, right? So you can't always do them. I like thick frames because how your face and jaw are shaped. Yeah, they're good. Well, you want to wear the triangle glasses? I would support you if you did. Hey, Gleam, did you like my website, my card? What did you think of it? I did think about other people that do these kind of like retro throwback overlays. They'll usually do the DeviantArt stamps. Back in the day on DeviantArt, people would make these submissions where it's a stamp. It looks like a little stamp, and it would rep something you hate or something that you like. And you were able to kind of implement them. Like, it would be a bulletin style word like this, if you can see that. And it would be the deviation code. And that's how you would be able to put it on your profile. However, I don't remember if you had to have a subscription for it to work. Hold on, I'm catching up on what Splishy said. I apologize, Splishy. If I type in chat ever, it literally bumps the YouTube away to where I can't see like anything anymore. Actually, can I up the text size? No way. You can't up the text size in the YouTube chat? Or do I gotta go in my settings for that? Cause my eyesight's not good. Also it has it, damn it, I thought I set it to live chat. So you don't like Splishy, I don't know if you're still here, but you don't like Monster High, or do you not like the Pop Ivory dolls? I think it just depends. Like some people just don't like certain aesthetics. Some are just a little bit more like popular with like girls and stuff. How do I'm trying to get YouTube to pull you back up. You're chilling, Fluffy. Good. Thank you for forgiving me. Oh, thank you for the follow. Let me see if I can go into YouTube settings here, maybe? I do like accessibility when it comes to like the chats, since my eyes struggle to see tinier things now. Thank you, Symbol. Is that how I say your name? Okay, it's not working. That's fine. It's good enough. That's why I was having trouble reading it. Hold on, maybe if I make it... No, if I make the box bigger, all it does is allow more text to be seen, but it doesn't, like, change the sight at all. Or the size at all. Okay, alright, I'm done doing all the adjusting. I thought you said hi, Mame. I'm like, Mame's here? It's the realistic Victorian that's a little weird. So what exactly is it? Is it because of like the kind of outfit? Is it because their skin looks too realistic towards some kind of uncanny valley? Or do you just not like the outfit? I'm on Microsoft. The font size is determined by like browser settings, I think. So I was able to adjust the font size for Twitch chat in the Twitch chat settings. So I have it on the biggest font, making it really easy for me to read. But YouTube doesn't seem to have that. However, it lines up with the fact that people seem to think that YouTube just isn't as good as Twitch, which I can believe it. I can believe it. Also, I'm gonna be regularly checking just to make sure that I don't miss it, but if Abigail goes live and I don't notice it, please just let me know as soon as possible. Because I want to bring everybody to party, because the model is probably super beautiful. They showed a preview of it in their new video. You get to see the rigging and how fat their tail is. Like, I can't imagine how much filler's been injected into that thing. The Brazilian gator tail lift, I guess. Because it's massive. So how are you guys doing? Do you have any plans for the weekend? Are you being responsible? I'm not. Is girth? Yes. Hey, why is Glee messaging me? Oh, more recommendations. Oh, gosh. Now I'm gonna have to read everything that Gleams tells me. However, that might not be, bad. But Gleam's gonna be, like, frustrated because, like, Gleam will be like, here is this, like, 6 out of 10 garbage manga that, you'll read it once and be like, yeah, and then you'll move on. But I won't ever finish S-Cryad or Gundam. How does that make you feel, Gleam? We were powering through S-Cryad. But we halted. So, new recommendations. Something called Trash, period? Like, trash and then a period. And then, Cambrian. Oh! I got way off track. Guys, I forgot to talk about him and Aspia. So, let me pull it up. Him and Aspia. And I'll tell you my issues with it. My issue is that it didn't go hard enough. That is my issue with it, is that it's too tame. but it's because I'm desensitized. I also apologize for how much I use but and for filler. I really don't know how to talk any better. Okay. This image is okay. Doesn't show anything. Because some of the covers, I think, are like kind of like Yuri bait looking. Hold on. There are accessibility settings built into Microsoft that can adjust text and font size and in Chrome YouTube integration. I might have to like look through the settings more. Maybe I have to go out of my way to get things set up the way I actually want. I guess I've just been lazy. But Human Ospia is, it's exploitation a bit, a little bit of Yuri, but it doesn't lean into the Yuri as hard as I hoped it would. Like, it does enough, but they're not having, like, lesbian sex or anything. Like, if you want that, say it's an offering. They have, I don't know how to say. They have some gore and violence, but not quite like the others. It feels like tame in comparison. That's what I'm saying. They're tame in comparison. So I would say this could be a good entry point into that kind of thing, like exploitation, violence, sex, or whatever. Read this. Determine how you feel about it, and then going from there, then I'll force you to read the other stuff. And it's a short story. It didn't take very long. There was something I was going to say about it. It has a character I like a lot. And it is... Let me see if I have the image still. I hope I haven't been clearing up my desktop. Oh, looks like I have been. Hold on, let me find... This girl, right here, I think her name is Mizu. She's just Wednesday, but she's like grounded in a more real, she has a real reason why she's the way she is. I don't want to say what her plot point is, although I did say on my alt account what it is, because I was talking to a friend. I would recommend going into a lot of these series blind. It's better if you don't really know what they're about. But I love this girl. Every time I saw her, there was something about her face and everything that kept making me think of that anime movie. It was like something Blood the Last Vampire. I actually thought of her more than I thought of Wednesday. Something about, I guess, the art styles, even though they're very different from each other. But best girl, I identified her as the best girl early on. I read the whole series, and she remained the best girl. Second best girl, Human Ospia, it's a design type I've seen a lot, and I usually am kind of neutral towards characters that have this design. But if a character can make up for it in personality, then I can get really into them. Not to say that what I'm about to show is bad, it's just the left style, like the long pigtails with the side hair. I'm actually kind of mixed feelings about the long strands of hair on the side like that. Do you know what I'm talking about? That help frame the face. I actually prefer that to be gone and it just be pigtails. That's just my preference. But Blondie here, I really, really like her as like a person and as a character. This girl, she's okay. She's okay, but middle girl's best. Second best is left girl. Didn't I say Blood the Last Vampire was a movie? I thought I said it was an anime movie. I don't think Blood Plus is connected to it, though. Or is it? I know I did watch one anime about Blood something. It was more recent. Blood Sea. Yeah, I think Blood Sea is what I watched. Is Blood the Last Vampire and these other ones actually connected? Because when I watched Blood the Last Vampire, I really liked it. Tonally, I liked its presentation. It seemed like it was very inspired by Western stuff. And then Blood Sea was kind of like, it was okay. Most of the Blood anime is related. Interesting. Oh, love, do you like my glasses? I'm showing them for the first time to everybody. You don't want to eat wasps? Oh, you don't want wasps to eat you. Wait, can you clarify, Gleam? Thank you. But the next series that I think I'm gonna read on my to-do list, should I read in order? Maybe Pita Tan. I don't really know anything about it, just that I would see it a lot. Blood the Last Vampire spawned a sequel manga, 3 light novels, and a video game from 2001 to 2006. It also spawned 2 anime series, Blood Plus, which aired from 2005 to 2006, and Blood Sea in 2011. If I don't like the tone and vibe of Blood Sea, but I like Blood the Last Vampire, would I like Blood Plus more? Does Blood Plus have the same vibes? Because a lot of the reason why I like Blood the Last Vampire is how everything came together. Everything about it. Not just that it has vampires. Blood Plus is way better than C. Hate C. Why the fuck did I watch C? What happened? I must have gotten confused. Blood Plus is for Fujos. I mean, that's fine, as long as it's good. Seems like a fun manga. It is. It is. But that's so surprising to know that they actually really are connected. The manga, though, I remember reading a manga for Blood the Last Vampire, but it was really short. It was like, I swear, 3 chapters and that's it. Not like a whole manga. It's like Blood Last Vampire. It's like, I love her. She's awesome. Hello, Crank Thulu. We're talking about anime. I feel like I've seen this artist before. So love the muscular legs. I don't know if this is official art or if it's fan art. But like super like defined legs like that. This shit's sick. Blood Sea is more like trashy gore and stuff. And I'm okay with trashy gore and everything. I just remember feeling, I think I couldn't get into Blood Sea's characters. I think I even kind of sort of reviewed it on stream a long time ago, but I wouldn't even know where that is. And that VOD's gonna get deleted, I'm sure, just like everything. But I remember, like, it has a crazy twist in it. That was one thing about, say, him and Aspia, crazy twist after crazy twist. And actually, this guy's is a villain. Actually, they're an ally. Actually, they're a villain. Kind of that kind of thing. I don't need twists that bad, but I guess people like them, or stories do better when there are a twist objectively or something like that. I'm just kind of like, when there's a twist and it makes me feel nothing, then I'm like, well, maybe we shouldn't have even had a twist at all. You know what I mean? Like, not just like, oh, this character that was obviously set up to be a bad guy is a bad guy. It's like, I wouldn't even say that's a twist. That's just like, there's just storytelling, normal storytelling. But then they'll do stuff like, oh, the character that you least expected, they're the killer. And it's like, oh, that's so silly. Especially when there's no foreshadowing that that's what's going on. And then they'll like do flashbacks that show you actually the signs were there the whole time, and sometimes it's like, nah, not really. You kind of like hid the signs, and then you show flashbacks that show like inner monologues that you didn't show before. You know what I mean? Other times it's more clever to where you go back and you're like, holy shit, they were dangling in front of our faces this whole time. What about antagonists with moral ambiguity? I like villains in general. If they're like just fucking evil, if they're gray, I think it's all interesting. Sometimes I don't like the desire to make all villains humanized though. Like, oh, we're taking this character back and we're gonna fix them, we're gonna present them in a new way to where actually they're a tragic person and What are some of the antagonists that you guys like out of curiosity? Especially you, Heedless. No, Splishy, it's that Twitch is having a new policy to where we can't have infinite space stored on our Twitches, so they are gutting out all of our VODs, and highlights mainly. So VODs are what get published temporarily for like about 2 weeks and then auto get deleted. Highlights were how you were able to keep them. You would just highlight your entire VOD. But now that's going away. And I've made peace with it. I was very upset at first, but I'm like, you know what? That's okay. That's okay. I am backing up a little bit of my VODs. I'm trying to upload all the Kiwami 1 VODs, of all things. It's kind of hard to choose what you do and don't want to save. Because, like, I'd like to save everything, but I'm just, like, okay with letting go as well. Jafar? Oh, Jafar's good. It's like, you got Maleficent, a good Disney villain, right? And then they remake her and, actually, she was betrayed by a guy and, he cut her wings off and actually she, whatever. Not that the idea is terrible or anything. I just think that sometimes just evil is fun. There's room for every type of villain, but not all series can support all kinds of villains correctly. It just depends on case by case, right? I think that whenever it gets like a little bit like sensitive is if you take a pre-existing character whose strength was that they're just evil, and then you try to make them like, no, actually they're gray, and it's like, not to imply that that's never worked before in a positive way. I can't name any at the top of my head, but I'm sure there's like examples of villains that were improved when they humanized them. Would Mr. Freeze count as that? Hello, Cassiel. Like, what was Mr. Freeze's motivation before? Wasn't he initially just evil or something, evil scientist or something? And then, I don't remember which comic author it was. Was it Bruce? Was it Bruce Timm? No, he's the artist. Who directed it? I don't know, but was it BTOS that introduced the wife and terminal illness thing? Was Freeze tragic? Because he didn't always have that backstory with his Norma. Paul Dini. Okay. Because I'm like, I want to say Bruce Timm, but that's the artist. Wait. Bruce Timm's the artist. Batman voice actor Kevin Conroy. I didn't want to mix them up. I do that a lot. Freeze used to just be bad because bad, but in the 80s and 90s he got completely overhauled into tragic. I feel like that's a good example of a character that was maybe a little bit one-dimensional that got fleshed out for the better, right? Oh yeah, he animated too. Nope, what? There was a villain named Mr. Zero who is more or less Mr. Freeze. So what, was there no Mr. Freeze before he was tragic? I want to know, because I don't really read comics. I just watch, like, the animated adaptations of them. weirdly enough, we have another relatable ice villain in Captain Cold. Captain Cold is that a Flash character? Or Green Arrow? Also, I guess there's gonna be another Robert Pattinson Batman. Did they reveal who the villain's gonna be, or has the internet detectives been able to figure out who it's gonna be? Can it be Ivy? Can we please have Ivy? Make her like a girl boss, feminist, which that's kind of what she is, sort of, except she likes plants more than girls, kind of. But you could do that amazing and make her iconic. Make her like the hot shit for a hot topic, you know? Please? I love Ivy. I actually adore Ivy. I like Ivy more than Harley, to be honest, sometimes. I would love to see Ivy tackled again. Because in terms of movies, we just had Uma Thurman before. And she was fine for like a funny version of the character. It's all goofy and everything. But I would really like another crack at Ivy. However, it would be in these more modern, down to earth Batman interpretations. It wouldn't be like flashy and costumey, right? So it would probably just look like a normal chick, and she's got like maybe green eyes and like plant veins or something at times. It's like, isn't Poison Ivy an eco-terrorist? I think so, basically. Oh! I heard standalone Clayface movie. Hold on now. Are you sure it's a standalone movie for him and not just that he's going to be featured in a movie? Who does a movie about just Clayface? Then fine. Where's my Poison Ivy movie? And also, who was it? Who's the guy who plays Frodo? Sorry. No, don't tell me. Elijah Wood. Isn't Elijah Wood and somebody else is like doing 2 Batman villains or something? Hold on. I'll look it up. Actor to play Clayface. I saw something. Oh, Daniel Radcliffe is being eyed to play Clayface. And then Elijah Wood is doing something. Elijah Wood. But this article from, well, it's not articles, Reddit. It's saying that he's being eyed to play it. I don't know what that means. If that confirms anything. Elijah Wood superhero movie. Isn't Elijah Wood doing something too? Oh! Wait. I think you should back up everything, but that's just me. Your art is important and may be useful in the future. I'm trying to back up some stuff. It's just, there's like 700 VODs. So it's just too much work to get it all done. What is Elijah Wood doing? I thought he was, I thought I saw a thing on Twitter saying that he was gonna do a superhero thing. Elijah Wood. I'm probably not even spelling his name right. Oh, actually I am. I can spell his name right. Elijah Wood. Why is it when I actually want to look up information on Twitter, I can't find anything? But when I'm not looking for information, I'm hit with, like, actually useful shit. Well, anyway, I'm pretty sure that he's gonna be doing something interesting. But isn't that kind of what he does after Lord of the Rings? He wasn't in any other blockbusters. Did he get typecasted? Has he ever talked about that? Like, was he just not able to get roles because people couldn't separate him from Frodo? Which sucks, right? Some actors can break out of that. Some actor can be like a super iconic character and still move on to do more stuff, even other iconic characters. And then other ones, they're just fucked forever. Forever. They can't get any work, at least in the big leagues, because, yeah. He was in Sin City and Excellent. Which actor? Elijah? I tried to watch Sin City a long time ago, but I wasn't, like, in a restful mood then. I'm talking, like, 15 years ago or something like that. I need to actually watch it again. I remember, what's-his-face, Samuel L. Jackson was in it, right? You want me to summon a waifu? My waifu is my card page. Wait. There's a bullet right there. No, that's lazy. I don't... Oh, okay, let me summon a waifu. Alright, there she is. I'm just gonna have her right here. At least Mark Hamill became a great voice actor, probably the most iconic Joker, right? Mark Hamill will always be the Joker. Yeah. He's like very, very beloved. His laugh is very endearing. I do like other interpretations of Joker, but Mark Hamill definitely is the best one. After him, the Bender's voice actor might be my second favorite, but he's only done him in one thing, I think. And then third would probably be who's the guy that voices everybody? Troy Baker. Troy Baker doing his Mark Hamill impersonation is also really good, because it sounds like Mark Hamill, but it also sounds different, and the difference is what makes me like it. Because it's like, if he sounded exactly like Mark Hamill, like exactly to a T, there'd be no point. But because it's him with a little different flair to it, I like it. But Harley I'm more picky on. I don't like Tara Strong Harley. I can't help it. I think there's been better Harleys. I don't know how I feel about the chick from Big Bang Theory that voiced her. Mixed feelings? Neutral? I'd have to, like, listen to it again. But I didn't even like that movie, like, to begin with. Also, Abigail is... When is Abigail going live? It's gonna be 9:15. Okay, please actually be 9:15. I'm worried that it's gonna be 9:30 or something. I think, isn't Harley supposed to be, like, from New York? That's what I was thinking. That it's, like, one of those. Also, how come we've never gotten a Nightwing movie? There's like, it's weird. Wait. It always feels like there's all these movies being pumped out for singular characters. Including many that aren't like the most mainstream, you know? Does Marvel pump those out more than DC, or is it equal? Because I think of certain characters that are a little bit like Blue Beetle gets a solo movie before Nightwing does. You know, some stuff makes me confused. Blue Beetle gets a movie before Red Hood. However, don't get me wrong, I like Blue Beetle. I never went and saw the movie though. People said that they weren't vibing with it. They said that it wasn't that great, that it was just okay, but that kind of seems to be the case all the time. I would have loved to see Batman Beyond done by the people that did Spider-Verse based on the concept art. I think the only thing that I would be wary of, I mean, not even just wary, I know for a fact that this is what they would have done. It would lean more into synthwave. It wouldn't have that kind of like 2000s edgy kind of guitar that the original Batman Beyond had. I don't think it would be as gothic as Batman Beyond initially was. I think they would distort Batman Beyond to be synthwave core and lose the goth, which would hurt a lot. I like when things are just like dripping in goth, like hilariously so, because I think it's cool. It feels even more fantasy to me. But instead they just redo it and make it fit with today's standards. So it would probably resemble, I assume, it would resemble like that new Cyberpunk game, right? That's what I assume it would be like. Across the Spider-Verse did put Spider-Man 2099 on the map for people. What's that? I haven't like explored much of Spider-Man. You know what? I don't know if I saw the second Spider-Verse movie. I might have. What happens in that? Like, without spoilers, what's the premise of the second? Oh, wait. No? No, that's the first one. Spider-Verse had, like, the original Spider-Man, and I guess, like, one of his versions, you know, something bad happened to him, and he eats pizza a lot, and he's has washed up has-been. That's the first one. What's in the second one? Glad we got Return of the Joker. Oh, Return of the Joker's so good. Hold on, let me look this up. Wait, what was I talking? Spider-Verse 2. Spider-Woman is involved? I don't think I've seen it then. Oh. Speaking of, well, not speaking of, it has nothing to do with anything, but I just remembered I do have something to show. I did a commission yesterday, so I can show that for my show and tell segment. Oh, this is gonna be big. Hold on, let me resize it. I was delaying it a little bit because I worried that I lost my spark. Honestly, Mog, eventually you do gotta just take care of yourself and just accept, like, that we're all different time zones. So if you get too tired, don't sweat it. You could probably catch the VOD. I don't know how tired you are, but don't do anything too crazy. But I got commissioned to do a sort of like a southern kind of gothic costume design for this VTuber. I feel like I ended up making it look a little bit more Lolita than they intended, but I'm not really good with doing lawn dresses like they showed the ref. So I did this as a concept before I colored it, showed them and asked what they thought, and they seemed to really like it. I feel pretty happy with this design. This is the kind of thing that Mame likes also. Mame really likes like Shiro Lolita with like red. Although I guess if it has red, then it's not Shiro anymore, right? But whenever I was like making this, I'm like, man, this is Mame-core as fuck. I went with red because this VTuber's classic outfit is basically just white with red. So I wanted to kind of like capture that vibe as well in this. I did a certain hairstyle. It's not really routed in logic exactly, it's like anime, but you know how braids kind of weave into each other? I did something like that, but what if it's not braids and it's just like hair curls that kind of loop? Like it's almost like the beginning of a braid. But I hope I achieved the right balance. She's got like a kind of like a diamond of bows at the top, but I think that could look cool. I'll post them right now. He's a bucket. But they had to wait a little bit for me to find the right time to work on this. Because like I said, sometimes I lose my spark and then I get a little bit intimidated to continue. Because I'm like, oh, what if I mess it up? What if I do bad? Wait a second. Lamb? Huh? Where's Lamb? Am I crazy? Oh, there you are. I got confused by like all the blue. I see a bunch of blue usernames and in the chat box it looked like you're higher. So I kept looking up higher to find you. But how are you doing, Lamb? Hey, we're still doing a collab tomorrow, right? We had to find sometime today or at some point tomorrow to set up a thumbnail, do testing, etc. Or wanting to do a cockroach game. Sorry that I've been kind of like slow about like getting that set up, Lamb. I guess I was just waiting until last minute because I'm very irresponsible. But we're basically gonna try to figure out if we can, kind of like couch co-op it, so to speak, so we can take turns. I guess it'll be on my channel? Yeah, it's a cockroach game. I've watched a bit of gameplay of it. It's gorgeous. The way the roach is animated, it looks like a real roach. It looks and feels like a real roach. And I don't like roaches. I have not tested it. However, it got re-released with from Night Dive Studios. So I assume that it'll just run out the box. Hold on. Can the roaches spin and dance in the game? Yeah, Bad Mojo! I saw a streamer playing it out of the blue and I'm like, wow, I've never heard of this. This looks awesome. Like, this looks old too. And turns out, I guess it is an old game, but it got re-released. Let me double check. Let me double check it's not actually. I don't think it's like a racing game. Yeah, 1996. It's a puzzle game primarily. An atmospheric puzzle game. Harley Quinn accent sounds similar to the New York City, New Jersey accent that you'll hear most often from Italian and Puerto Rican people, though you'll hear it from possibly anyone in the tri-state. Okay. That's what I love about Harley's voice is her accent. More so than the high-pitched thing that Tara Strong does. Tara Strong kind of tries to do an accent, but Tara, she doesn't do enough, like, oomph to how she speaks, if that makes sense. That's how voice acting seems to be. There's just a handful of people that they keep going to over and over and over and over and over again because they're established, their name will draw people in, you've probably already worked with them before, so you know that they'll be professional, etc., etc. But it sucks because it's like, well, there's probably lots of unique voices out there that you haven't heard before. And if you do a character, like a new character, and they have like a totally like freshly new like voice actor, it can kind of help that character stand out a little bit more. Because if you introduce a new character and it's just Laura Bailey again, you might be like, oh, Laura Bailey again. Like, Laura Bailey's voice will be more distracting than you can actually pay attention on appreciating the new character. But not to say, like, if you voice a character once and they get big, you should never voice anybody again. Because people be, you know, because that was kind of what we were talking about earlier, where people get typecasted and they struggle to find work because people just keep thinking of them as the one character. So, damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? With Nolan North and Trey Willingham, they don't stand out as bad as Terry. Yeah. Who is Trey Willingham, out of curiosity? Grew up there and don't usually speak with that accent, but it'll slip in sometimes. It's interesting how you grow up learning how to speak based on like who you're around when you're growing up. But if you spend enough time talking with a certain group of people, it feels like eventually you start adapting to how they speak. I think Johnny Depp started speaking differently, naturally, because of how much he would have to do like these accents, I think. So now he's got like a weird kind of like hodgepodge kind of accent. That's really cool. I like Johnny Depp's voice. Mina used to have a southern accent. Did you guys know that? They used to have like a little southern twang, but they unlearned it. Like the last time they had that was whenever they were like middle to older teenager, but now you would never know. And it was subtle then. Like it was quite noticeable, but still subtle enough. He didn't sound like a cowboy or anything. And I can't stress this enough. Ha. Travis recently voiced Thor in Marvel Rivals. Okay. I didn't... Oh, Thor. For some reason, my brain screwed up and thought, like, Thanos? Thanos is in Marvel Rivals? It's like, oh, Thor. Who else has he voiced? I don't know if I'm familiar with him. It's always also surreal going back in time and realizing certain voice actors voiced characters that you didn't realize. Like, I'm pretty sure Blood Rain is Laura Bailey, isn't it? Like, I went back and played Blood Rain after many years of not experiencing anything of it. Play it now and I'm like, wait, that's fucking Laura Bailey. I'm like, wait a minute. Keiko from Yu Yu Hakusho's Laura Bailey? Huh? Wait a second. Maka from Soul Eater's Laura Bailey? And what's cool is she actually has quite a bit of range. Like, if you hear her Maka voice, it doesn't sound like her other stuff. If you hear her Maka or her Keiko voice, even Maka and Keiko sounds different from each other, I feel. Also, Lamb, did you see my card? Lamb, did you ever make a card? I know that I was trying to tell the Dollhouse members to all, like, update cards or make cards. Yeah. He's so defiant. He doesn't even know what card is. Wow. Wow, Lamb. Lamb, did you ever make one? Did you see mine? It's pretty cool. You know, I just whipped it up. In 6 hours. Look, Lamb. Lamb, remember when the internet was more like this kind of shit? Those were the days. Those were the days. Internet had soul to it. But Lamb, you need to make one too. For reference sheet, that kind of thing. It's funny, it does look like GeoCities, but GeoCities is what I used the least out of all the stuff back in the day. I was more MySpace. Never mind Soul, it actually ran decently, no bloat. What do you mean, like my old card profile or the current one? Or are you saying that... Oh, the internet. Yeah. Although, what we had to deal with is, congratulations, you are the 1000th winner! All the pop-up shit, because ad block didn't used to be a thing. So it was pretty fucking bad. And it didn't take long before our emails, email privacy started being invaded, and spam email all the time. Shit fucking sucked. And the spam has evolved. Now it's worse than ever. I really wish that spam never got to the point to where it's in text messages now. It feels very violated and frustrating. Like, no, this is my personal phone number. This is not my email. You cannot harass me on this. Robin, hello. Were you playing Yakuza Pirate Yakuza? I'm so used to saying Yakuza and then a thing. So it feels weird to say Pirate Yakuza. Yes, you can. It's so funny, like, they all do the same tactics. So, like, I'll look at my spam email and, oh, your Norton antivirus is about to expire. And they'll do shit like that in, text. You gotta be really careful. You gotta warn your parents, because your parents might have already fallen for it, or your grandparents, and you have no idea, because they're crafty. They'll send text messages that say your Amazon package was not able to be delivered. Amazon is a safe thing to try to trick people with because most people use Amazon, right? So you might carelessly click the link to see what happened with your package, you know? Shit like that sucks. And they'll try other things like, your car insurance is this. Like, I don't have car insurance. What? Or they'll ask emails where it'll be shit like, just they'll throw out every service out there hoping that maybe I use it. But it's always safe to just stick with, like, you know. Only use your phone for your bank and your mom. What sucks is how they get a hold of your detail. I mean, I don't know how the call centers, like the scam call centers, get everybody's phone number in existence. I guess they just try random combinations and keep ringing everybody, but a lot of times you sign up for, sign up on websites, some little anime website, because you want to download wallpapers or whatever you do, and they'll sell your information, or they get hacked, compromised, and that's how people get the data. They buy leads. Leads or leads? I had to tell my mom constantly not to click on any of those ads, especially the ones that are saying that your memory is full or fake antivirus shit. Yeah, it's sad because people just have good faith, and, you know, our parents and our grandparents have went their whole lives not dealing with scams that are this advanced and this intimate, with close access to you, right? Like, there's a lot of people that probably just haven't realized that your phone number is compromised. You are being sent bad shit all the time. You won't last 5 minutes watching this VTuber, exactly. Played a bunch of demos. One I think you and Mina would really like. Which one? Was there some kind of indie game thing that happened recently? I think Sloth was playing them. It was like a series of 5 games that all came out around the same time or something like that. I don't really know what's going on. Also, double checking to see if, Abigail. Stream Next Fest. What is that? Labyrinth of the Demon King. Let me double check that. Oh, this. Yeah. Yeah, I have my eyes on this. There's also a game, I would want to play this with you, Robin, sometime. Maybe some kind of collab. Let me see if I can find it. Because I don't remember the name of it. It's got a similar aesthetic, and it's from the 90s. It was available only in Japanese, but it recently got put on Steam. And it's got this grungy kind of texture vibe to it. And I think the advertising image for it is like green filtery looking. I don't remember if it had Giger vibes or not. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? I never remember the name of it, but I have this game that I'm talking about. Can I order this? Oh, can I order it from, like, date of purchase? It's like Kingsfield meets Silent Hill / Siren with some Resident Evil. Is the game out yet? I think it's still early access or being developed, right? I'm scrolling through my games. Luckily, I don't have as many games as you guys have, so it shouldn't take too long for me to, like, scroll through and find it. There's a game that's come out that's like RE1 called The Mute House. Only game that I've ever gotten that I heard is like, or no, I saw it, that it looks very RE1 inspired is Alyssa, I think it's called. I still need to actually play it. But any game that's inspired by Resident Evil 1 kind of interests me. I'll look that up in a second. Let me finish scrolling through my list to see if I can find... Has tank controls. Does it have fixed camera? Ooh. Oh, Garage. Bad Dream Adventure. That's... This... I wouldn't be surprised if me and Robin have actually talked about this. Okay, let's look up the Mute House. First, let me pull up the image of Garage Bad Dream Adventure, because I gotta remember that some people here don't know what I'm talking about, and I need to actually entertain them and do work for them and love them. I'm gonna pull up a series of images from Garage Bad Dream Adventure before I segue into this Mute game, which I have not pulled up quite yet. But this is Garage Bad Dream Adventure. It's sick, right? I like games that look like this. Makes me think of like Oddworld, I think it's called. Oddworld has this like really grungy kind of like texture that I don't really see done anymore. I mean, hell, it wasn't even, I mean, it wasn't done that much back then either. Kind of, not that particular style. This is the cover for it, by the way. It's like, this shit's cool. I don't know 100% sure, like, should I call this Giger inspired? I'm not really sure if that fits. Like, it's got kind of like a biomechanical vibe. I don't know if he really invented that, though. Okay, so now let me look into the Mute House. The Mute House. 13 bucks, okay. Ah, I see. So it's like Resident Evil 1 remake. Oh, wait, no. Oh, I see. So it's like Resident Evil 1 aesthetic, but modern lighting. Hold on, I'm trying to... Okay. Mute, house. I have to pull it up on Google, because, it doesn't let me save it. Like, images from Steam, I meant. Sorry, I have a habit of doing that, where I think a thing, and then out loud, I only say 70% of the thing. And don't realize that I didn't actually, like, say enough information. Only thing that I'm, like, meh about is I don't like modern lighting. I like the lighting kind of makes it look like the remake of Resident Evil 1, but that wasn't real lighting. That was, like, baked in lighting, not true dynamic lighting. I don't like how dynamic lighting makes things look. But this still looks kind of decent, and actually fixed camera and tank controls, color me impressed. I will add it to my wish list and look into getting this at some point. Would you say it's better than Tormented Souls, I think it's called? No. Is it Tormented Souls? Yeah, Tormented Souls. The opens up with titties in the beginning game. Tormented Souls, I remember, it had the visual of like a Resident Evil GameCube era game, minus the modern lighting, of course. But I remember it felt kind of jank and unbalanced and not great. Yeah. Really? So we're on the same page. BB, hi! Thank you for the raid. Are you guys ready for the Abigail debut? That's why I'm live. I'm literally like lingering around waiting to be able to raid them. So you guys came just in time. We're talking about random games on Steam. I was introduced to a game called The Mute House, which I guess it's similar to Resident Evil 1, inspired by Resident Evil 1. And I need more games inspired by Resident Evil that are actually good. There's that game, it's like Ruined Hospital or something. It's like a Gooner game, and it's trying to be Resident Evil 2 remake, but it doesn't seem like it does it really well. So if something can do it well, I get excited. But I hope you had a good stream, BB. What were you guys doing? Were you just playing, what is that game called? Prince of Persia, I think it was. I had actually never watched any extensive footage or gameplay of Prince of Persia before until that stream. Can you, yeah, what do you have in mind, Golden? I would recommend Ruin Hospital. Ruin Hospital looks very funny. I watched a whole playthrough of it. That person also made a game called, Vampire Mansion or something, where it's playing hide and seek with a vampire girl. Also very gooner. Disco Elysium. Okay, hold on. I know about that one. Disco Elysium. Yeah, I've seen this one. Actually, I don't think I knew it was an isometric game. 2019 role-playing game developed in blah, blah, blah. Inspired by Infinity Engine era games, particularly Planescape Torment. What's that? Planescape. I might have heard about this. Shit, this looks like a Mina Core game. Lenore and Robin have been playing that too. I might, you know what, maybe I'll if anything, I'll add to the wish list so I don't forget it exists. Disco Elysium. The Final Cut. This looks cool, actually. I've never extensively looked at it before. But this game, Planescape Torment looks really cool. Planescape Torment. Oh, remind me, I want to talk about Diablo 2. I played Diablo 2 without a handholdy babysitter, aka Mina. And it's scary because when I was playing with Mina as a guide, it felt easier. Or if I play in a party that has Mina, it's easier. But me and Omoside were playing it by ourselves. Omo hasn't played anything Diablo in a really long time, and I'm kind of rusty at them. It was kind of fun though. It made it feel like it's more tight and challenging, where you really have to work it out. Like it's a puzzle. Like, wow, this game is so difficult. It feels like a puzzle, and you have to use your brain to really figure out how to get through this game. So, but it's fun. It's actually fun whenever you don't have somebody hand-holding you. But this is a game. This is Planescape Torment. This looks cool. The cover looks interesting. Is this like a real person? Like with a filter, or like wearing makeup effects? Like, well, shit, it's Avatar. Based on the best-selling computer game from Interplay. Is this like a book version of this? This is the first result that I got. Recommend playing Guilty Gear XXX Accent Core plus R. Are you telling me to play that? Does your wish list have a backlog of 80 games too? Mine has, because I try to finish the games I already have. I might have had more games on the wish list at some point, but I sometimes will go through these moments where I'm like, okay, am I actually ever gonna buy this game? And if the answer is no, then I just remove it. I have 59 games. And one of them, like some of them I'm literally just waiting for them to come out. Like the System Shock 2 25th anniversary remaster, for example. Original System Shock 2, I don't remember if it runs out of the box. But that's the version I played. Like, it used to be Abandonware, actually, and then it got picked up by Night Dive, and then they made it to where now you can play it on Steam. But now they're remastering it, and they are doing, like, light touch-ups, similar to how they've done other remasters, like Quake 2. So the models are... They're trying to be faithful enough to the style, but, like, add in more complex geometry, better texture, and etc. For anybody who doesn't know, there was like a technical mix-up, a miscommunication, and that's why System Shock 2 looks dated for the time it came out. They thought that they were under more strict limitations than they actually were. So this remaster is basically gonna make it maybe how it was initially gonna look, right? Higher poly models, better texture, and etc. The only thing is, it feels like they're fucking with the lighting system a little bit. Like, I looked at some of the screenshots, and it doesn't feel as vibrant. It feels like they're messing with that, and I don't want the lighting of System Shock 2 to be messed with. However, it's fine, because we could still play the original System Shock 2. It's a separate listing, right? The remaster and the original are separate listings. Might as well get them both, right? But the original System Shock 2, that's on Steam, the online doesn't work. Like, whenever me and Mina would play co-op, which don't, if you want to play System Shock 2 for the first time, don't co-op it. I don't think it's not really meant to be a co-op game. If you play it co-op, it's a totally different experience. But, it would disconnect constantly. It would crash constantly. It was unbearable. But we did get through it. You know what? I wonder if they also fixed that thing where, Mina, I don't know if you're here, there was an issue with saving in elevators. I think this was a single player issue as well, to where it can break your game or corrupt your save or something like that. So I think that the remaster will probably fix that up. Whenever System Shock 2 Remaster comes out, I might finally stream it, but I would rather play the original version with the original models first. Items and elevators can break, so they can like disappear and like despawn, right? Because items stay in place throughout that game, so you can treat certain areas as a item box if you want. Now, ideally, you would think to do that in the elevator because it's a small, compact place. You visit it a lot, and it takes you to different areas. But there's the risk of things despawning in it, unfortunately. You've never had it happen. So you've just heard that it happens to other people, and I guess to protect me, you warned me so it wouldn't happen to me. Have like Sloth, you need to remove those games. Are you gonna actually play those 900 games? Robin has 156 games. Oh shit, the YouTube chat disappeared. I apologize again. Is it appropriate to ask about my age? It is not. It is not. You will be burned for asking. Old. Do you like them young? Too bad I'm old. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Left 4 Dead 2 elevators are bugged as well. Abby went live. Oh shit. I guess we could start like wrapping this up. Everybody, thank you so much for chilling with me and hanging out with me while I do a little just chatting. I had a lot of fun just hanging with you guys. Sorry, again, I am very, very sorry if I wasn't more attentive in responding to people in chat. I did try, but when I go on tangents, if I'm able to do a long-winded tangent where I just monologue, I think it makes for better content, but it might be frustrating from an interactive standpoint. So let me catch up with some of the things that people said. I was thinking about ending here. It's like, no, I'm literally apologizing for not doing the thing that I can do right now. So now I will do it. RPG dudes who haven't played Planescape and want to give you opinions can be ignored. Do you think Mina should play it? Hey, Gleam, DM Mina and say to play that game, so they don't forget. You know what, Mina, have you noticed that there's been it's weird. It's like a resurgence of, or a surgence of people that are saying that actually Dark Souls 2 is good and that it was unfairly hated on. So since Mina likes to play through the FromSoft games, Mina needs to get through 2, because Mina's played 1, Bloodborne, 3, Sekiro, Elden Ring. I always was a little bit skeptical when I heard people say that Dark Souls 2 was really bad. It's probably just not as good as 1 and 3, but it actually might be a fine game. That's kind of what I've always suspected. I think it's worth checking out, probably. I say this on behalf of Mina. Mina can go check it out. The yearly cleaning of the wish list. I do that too. Yeah, because like you have these games on your wish list and oh, it's on sale for 1 cent. And then you go, nah, I don't care. Do you really want the game then? I don't like the Dark Souls 2 revisionism. In that, do you think, if I'm understanding you correctly, are you upset that people are trying to say that it's actually good, but you don't believe that to be true? Or were you upset that people painted it as bad when it actually wasn't bad? Problem with Dark Souls 2 is only the silly soul memory system, and if you don't compare it with other Dark Souls, it's okay. Yeah, and I think that could be fine. It could be frustrating and maybe a little bit hard to separate the two, right? Like, it's called Dark Souls 2. You're probably playing it after playing Dark Souls 1 and Demon Souls. So it's hard to not compare. It's part of the thing. I hear you, Riot! Get out! I've heard you! I'm finishing up! I'm not neglecting my chat for Abigail! 1 second! Let's see. Fucking I will not play a fighting game, Gleam. I know, but you said it, and I saw it! I just didn't respond because I was neglecting you. Game suggestion got lost in chat, so I say it again. Radio the Universe. Let me look that up. Radio the Universe. Is that on my wish list? Oh, it's a demo, never mind. I was wondering what the green banner is. This looks cool. Cinematic dropped. Is this gonna be an arcadey game that has too many cinematic elements in it? Okay, hold on. I see like a naked woman enemy. Never mind, this is peak. Alright, I'll add it to the wish list. Here, I'll show you the image that as soon as I saw it, I'm like, alright, I'm buying it. Well, not yet. I'll buy it one day. I do gotta wrap up though, because I don't know if Abigail's gonna do a lawn like startup or not, and I do want to like make it in time, and then we can all edge together. I saw this, I'm like, all right, I'm interested. However, is this modern lighting effects? I don't want to be too sensitive. It might not be, but yeah, I fuck with this. Its soul memory doesn't really matter if you play it offline. Wait. Oh. What's soul memory system? I never play those kind of games online. Hi, Sui. I prefer to not be interrupted by people. I'm playing a single player game. I don't want to play with a person that's in my server to fuck with me, you know? Oh, this is good actually. Abigail, I have an ad. Wait, what was the point I was gonna say? Never mind. Ignore me. Usually you're paired with players 5 levels higher or lower than you. I was gonna say, if it's 5 levels higher than you, then it's like, alright, that sounds very FromSoft brain-like. Soul memory is like being paired on how much experience you got. Motion blur is literally always garbage. Agree. I don't typically like it. It's a little bit weird. Especially when it's over the top. But, okay, I think I do gotta cut off because I could talk to you guys for hours. I missed everybody so much. Like, I go like 4 days without streaming, typically, based on how my schedule works. But it drives me crazy not being able to like hang out with everybody for that long. So I kind of needed this, especially after the work from yesterday when I'm just kind of like super like zombie mode and alone in my head. Guys, please, I'm begging you. Would you do this for me? Would you please look at my card and tell me that you like it? Dark Souls 2 is the GOAT. See, I bet Mina will play it and actually like it. That's what I believe. So I want to see what they think. Mina's been enjoying Para Potatoes. Para Potatoes looks pretty cool. I have it. I just haven't gotten around to playing it. Oh, and yeah, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Please check out my Discord if you feel like it. This is the Dollhouse Discord. It's a bigger Discord, whichever one you feel like. This is my Twitter. This is my card. Again. And do I have anything else I want to plug? Not really. So I guess we can get prepped. I will stream again Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. I might go back to Code Veronica. We don't want to lose too much Code Veronica momentum. Yakuza is going to be a mini-part stream. Maybe I should save that for, like, weekends and stuff. Para Potatoes looks good to me. Well, let me go ahead and initiate this raid. I hope Abigail's not already, like... Okay, good. Okay, let's raid. Okay. Guys, I love y'all. and I hope you have a good weekend. Please, drink alcohol, smoke. No, don't. I'm just joking. Don't do that.